Hey, Reorigin Retrainers, Ben here, just popping in to weigh in on a topic and a question that comes up a lot in the forum and that I've seen a lot lately, and that is about whether or not to keep on doing or pursuing other types of ancillary treatments or therapies or modalities while doing the Reorigin program. If you are in this program, then you're probably a very curious seeker. Most of us seem to be. And you've probably sought out and come across a lot of different things. And of course, in this day and age, there's no shortage of techniques and therapies of breath work and EFT and all sorts of different things. So yeah, the question naturally comes up, should I keep doing these other things or pursue other things that could be helpful, or should I just do the Reorigin program? And of course, there's some individuality here. But generally, this kind of goes back to a question that came up in one of our Q&A calls where someone asked a few weeks back, what's the number one most important thing when it comes to doing brain retraining? And invariably, it always comes down to this: consistency over time. Remember that module where I talked about the Reorigin technique, that's to say the long form, being like that one kick that you practice 10,000 times, right? Remember, Bruce Lee said, I don't fear the person who practiced 10,000 different kicks. I fear the one who practiced one kick 10,000 times. Now, a lot of these other types of, therapies and things can fall within the scope of the program and would probably fall under the realm of mood elevation or most likely calming the nervous system type of activities. So while I don't want to discourage people from doing things that they're finding relief from and that might fit within the framework of the program, I'm going to leave it to you and sort of put a litmus test out there and say, if you find that you're having trouble being consistent with the exercises in the program, if you find that you're feeling at all overwhelmed, facing sort of a paradox of choice, or feel like your limbic system is still active or elevated because it's still searching for different solutions, I would say put those things aside for a time. You can always go back to them, right? Helps to know in our mind that we're not casting things out forever. Just put it in a separate folder, which is the later folder, and just refocus on getting consistent with the program. One of the unique things about the long form is that it actually bundles together a lot of different things. Remember, if we really get into the nuances of the long form, sorry, there's a lawnmower going on here, it incorporates somatic experiencing, shifts in our posture, relaxation, shaking it out, shifts in our breathing, smiling. A lot of these different modalities are kind of baked in very purposefully to the long form, and we're going to have a lot new information coming out about that and how you can tap deeper into the nuances. So I would say always better to go deeper than wider, right? Depth over breadth as it goes. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions or thoughts about this, feel free to leave the comments in below, in the space below. But the main takeaway is consistency is so key when it comes to doing brain retraining. It's all about repetition. And so anything that we can do to stay focused, to stay on task, to avoid distraction, to avoid that feeling of overwhelm, that is ultimately what's going to have the biggest impact. All right. So let me know any questions that you have or what helps you stay consistent. That's always good to get ideas going and flowing. And I will look forward to seeing you in another video.